a video testimonial from one of my clients. And today he's going to be sharing his story about working with me and, and what it's like to get a pre-approval with business credit. And so I'm going to introduce you to Robert. How you doing, Robert?
Doing all right, and yourself?
Okay. So Robert is someone that I have been working with, share with him the skill set of being able to leverage personal credit to get access to business credit, 5 figures in business credit, much different than a lot of the information that is, being, spit out and put out on the internet. And so I want to ask you, Robert, prior to working with me, what were you doing before we started, working together? Like, what did you try on your own in regards to business credit?
Well, I tried probably the majority, almost of everything, but like not too much because everybody was saying the same thing.
Mhm.
And usually when everybody following the same thing, got to be wrong. And you were saying something different, so I was like, so really like you was like the first one to try really business credit because everything else just seemed crazy to me.
Exactly. So were you one of those people who like had did the trade lines, building they did, they DMB, they Dun and Bradstreet business profile. Did you try those strategies?
I didn't try, but I had friends do it, and I seen they gave up, and it was like, oh, it didn't work. And I'm like, maybe you just went to the wrong person. So I went another way.
Yeah. So just so people know, Robert is someone I've been working with, and he recently got a pre-approval for up to $40,000. And so, Robert, let me ask you, when you were dealing with, working with the lender, we had our meeting. Did he talk about your Dun and Bradstreet profile?
No, he didn't.
Exactly. And did he ask you how many, net 30 trade lines you had?
No, nope, didn't come up.
Exactly. And so that's what I want people to understand, that it literally is, it's a process, it's a skill set. And when you learn the skill set, it's the money is a byproduct of you learning this. And so just so people know, what type of business are you in, Robert?
Right now I do like a junk removal service, but I'm transitioning to real estate. So, it's coming in handy right now.
Okay, so basically this funding would be used for you to basically, jump off your real estate business.
Yes, ma'am.
And what I want people to really know is that here, Robert, pre-approval up to $40,000 to start his real estate business. So he's not even someone who is actively involved in real estate, but he will have the capital and the access to credit to be able to do anything that he wants in business credit. Is that correct, Robert?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if if there's someone who may be on the fence, not too sure, is it real? What word of advice would you tell them?
One thing that when I first met you, like you said, you got to get your mind right first. So like once you get your mind right and just bet on yourself, and you'll see the end result.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's what I tell people. A large part of the success with getting business funding is really their belief system, because it's nothing wrong, for those out there may have got their first 500 business credit card, 1,500, but understand, and this is what I want people to understand who's watching this video, getting access to 5 figures in funding is a totally different skill set to learn. It's a whole different process to go through than someone who's just getting a $500 credit card, a 5,000. No shade to those who are working towards that, but understand this is something totally different. So if you were to put a price tag, Robert, on the information that you've learned, could you put a price tag on it?
Me personally, no.
Yeah. Exactly, because you pretty much know that now that you've learned it, and you can't unlearn it.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like no one can take that away from you. Is
Yeah.
because that's why I tell people the money is the easy part, but learning the skill set is what's
Yeah.
important. All right then. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you for this testimonial,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
looking forward to working with you further. And if anyone is interested in business credit, being able to leverage their personal credit to get access to 5 figures or more in funding to jumpstart their real estate business, you know, you can go to the link underneath this video or go to www.helpmegetbizcredit.com. Thank you so much, Robert.
You're welcome.
Have a good evening.
All right, you as well.
All right, bye-bye.